So after 31 years in game, hundreds of hours of playtime, and the unfortunate death of my character, this might be a spawn too, but these could just be bandits. Yep, those are bandits. I'll kill them anyway. Oh my gosh! I have finally reached the end of my first Oxbow run, and I wanted to show off my village, which I dubbed Goosetovia. Most of this village was built on stream, so if you'd like to see the village in its early stages, I'll leave a link to the stream in the corner of the screen right here. But let's check out Goosetovia. The place I chose to build is northeast of Skauki, and it's gotten pretty big over time, so we're gonna go at it piece by piece. I'm currently playing as my original character's son Henrik, and is doing his best to continue on the legacy of his father. Also, don't mind the goose mask. All village leaders of Goosetovia are required to wear the mask at all times. So here we are in Goosetovia, spring of year 31. Mostly got some rye growing around here. This is our main field. It's our main field area. Got a wooden mill up here. Some orchards surrounding around the fields, as well as this farm shed for our main farm workers. So we have a few more farm sheds around the village. Over there is the main production area, but before we get to that, this is our main resource storage. And I believe this is the north entrance of Goosetovia. Down there is Goosetovia to the west, but we'll get there. First, we're going to go around central Goosetovia. Let's first take a stop at our house. Who is this? This is Blanca. This is my daughter, Blanca. She's 8 years old. And my wife, Blanca, 35 years old. The granddaughter of my original character, Jay Walker, who tragically passed away to a single shot in the head by a sniper. Very tragic, very tragic. We got a little field in the back of our house over here, as well as like an herb garden and some hunting paraphernalia. Blanca's a hunter, so it just works out. This was our original house, probably the first building we built in this village. My father's original house. I believe my mom, Lubomira, lives here still. But we have a little gravestone in the back for Jay Walker. May you rest in peace. We got some geese. Obviously, this is Goosetovia. Wouldn't be Goosetovia without some geese in the center of town. And a little fishing hut. Looks over to the east side of Goosetovia. But yeah, this is the main production area. We got another campfire here. We got the smithy is hard at work next to the excavation sheds. Little training dummy. We got our food storage. We have a kitchen. We have a sewing hut. And a little training area over here for up and coming fighters of the village. And a tool stall if anybody needs to buy any weapons. This is the southmost entrance of Goosetovia. But before we go out back, we have some more laundry stuff. And then the main market and stable area. This is just a little nook. Some more markets. We're selling a lot of things in this village out here. And this corner over here, we have the stables with the donkeys and the horses together. Not too much going on over here. And then we got a builder's hut in the corner with a few things laying around here and there. And then in the center of central Goosetovia, we have a tavern. This is the International House of Flatbread, also known as IHOF. Right here. Got a couple people, an apprentice at work. Few people eating some flatbread. Looks like this lady's eating some pretzels.
Have you heard about a horse that could climb on roofs?
A couple tables here and there. We have another kitchen, a food stall, a little field, a butter churn. And then this right here is the house of the tavern owner. Not much going on in their backyard, to be honest. It's pretty barren and empty. It's got a privy, good enough. But then we have the public privies for the tavern. And another well. Now going outside the southern entrance, these are mostly just hop fields. We make a lot of money selling mead, so we definitely need a lot of hops. We just have one house in the corner over here. They take care of their own hops orchards. We got some apiaries with some bees in the back. This right here is the herbalist hut. They have their own herb garden, their own campfire, and another farm shed because we have a lot of farming going on over here. And one more house. And this is like a little wagon area, the wagoners area for Goosetovia. Since we can't have an actual wagoner in the village, I figure we build a wagon stop right next to the sign so we can fast travel here. And then some more logging stuff, some more firewood. And that's most of the center of Goosetovia. Let's take a trip over to West Goosetovia. Before I forget, we have this little area here. This is another well. And this is our like main woodshed where we do most of our logging work. And another campfire. Bell tower. Okay, let's head up to West Goosetovia. We got the sheep and another farm shed. We'll go around towards the fields, another farm shed. We got a lot of farm sheds, I'm telling you. The field workers are hard at work. Look at all of them. Getting that rye. Some more hops, some more trees. This is our barn. We'll get to that in a second. Little hunting lodge area. Looks like it's breaking down a little bit. May need to fix that. And a few more orchards. In this area over here, we have the cows, our main source of milk. Okay, let's go through the barn really quick. This is our main barn. We have two barns built together with a pigsty. So it's like all encapsulated in this area. And we got a little carrot farm, I believe this is. Yeah, we got a carrot farm. Bunch of piggies. And then outside the other barn, we have a house, a bell tower. If you look over there, that is where we came from initially. This is where the sheep were. So we just went a full circle. In this guy's backyard. Heads out to the other area of the barn. We have a couple houses over here. They have their own fields. This is another little gathering area. We got a well out here. This is one of the rich villagers. One of our original villagers. He's got a nice thing going on over here with his family. We got a dove coat. And then these two houses are right next to one of our hen houses. So we got some hens and some chickens here, some roosters. And now we're gonna go into the main residentials. I guess I'll have a little look in this guy's yard. He's got his own herb garden. He's got his own campfire. I would live here. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. He's got a better house than me. Another house with some farming and a shed. I'll wait till we get to the back over there to show that off. A few more houses. And then right next to these houses, we have a woodshed. Idea partially stolen from Rose. Shout out Rose. She's a really good builder. I didn't completely take her idea, but I put 2 woodsheds together and wrapped it around. Make it look like a full consolidated building. Looks really nice. We got another well, some privies. Some bushes in the back. And these are a few more houses. So this guy's got his own yard. This is a hunter. This is the hunter's house. One of our hunters. The general house here and there. Here's another communal area where people can hang out by the campfire. Another house. Lots of simple small houses. And some training dummies. This guy's got his own herb garden, his own field. We got some trees over here. And this area is not completely finished. This is just like another nook of houses. I didn't really decorate around them. I kind of just placed them. And there's a gate in the back in case I need to get in and out in this corner. So we'll ignore that for the most part. And then over here, we have another dovecote. Some yard areas, some yard space. Some tables. It's like a communal backyard over here. Some laundry. Some storage. This person right here has their own little hops field in the back, right next to one of the bell towers that we have. Another house. And up there is the gated community. We'll get there in a second. We also have the goats out here. And the person that owns the goats takes care of the goats right next to them. And they have a decent overlook to part of the village over here. Pretty good view, I would say. I mean, there's some trees in the way, but still cool. All right, back into town. Let's go check out, before we get to the gated community, let's check out the barracks. One more communal gathering area. But right here is the barracks, or kind of a makeshift barracks. Around the barracks, we have like just some privies, some random things. See, there's where the training dummies were. But in the back over here, we built a little arena. Ever since my father died to that one sniper bandit, we needed to train our armies just in case something happens again. So we have a little training area over here. Just with some weapons, some more training dummies, a weapon rack and some shields, stuff like that. And I think with that, we can get to the gated community. This is the westmost part of Goosetovia. We got some trees lined up by the roads up to the gated community. Now this place is kind of like its own mini town in itself. One of our big villagers, their houses, they have their own herb garden. They have their own fields. They have a privy. They might have some things in the back. Yeah, their wash tub and some more storage. Not a bad place. Right here we have 2 houses. They're pretty big, but they're not the best quality. Give the village a little bit of variance. Just wrap them around with some log fences. Another campfire outside this place. It's like a little catwalk in between if you want to go between the houses. And around the gated community, we have some more hens here. Looks like they're all in the coop. And a few more houses here and there. So there's not a lot going on in the backyards here. Maybe there's a few tables, a few fields, some makeshift sheds. We'll get to the center of this community in a second. Here we have probably the bigger laundry area in the village. Just strewn around with some linen, some clothes, some coverlets. And another wagon stop. Because this village is pretty big. I feel like they could use another wagon stop. Up there is a resource storage, but the village basically ends right here on this side. I think this is the last house around the main part of the village. Yeah, they got a couple fields going on over here. And then in the center, we have another tavern. This tavern's not really decorated too much. We got a campfire here. We got some logs in the back. Food stall, food storage. And the tavern. Mainly uses to level my villagers' production a bit. And then right next to the tavern, we got a well. And another privy area. I think that's all of West Goosetovia. Let's go check out East Goosetovia now. These guys are working quick. Wow. You guys basically finished the entire field in one day. Maybe not entire, but a good amount. Like I said, lots and lots of farmers. Okay, let's go to the east side of Goosetovia. This is probably the newer side of Goosetovia. Yeah, east side. Over here, we got a kitchen with another communal area to hang out. Next to that, we have a well. One of our other resource storages I use a lot. And this is like a little small neighborhood. We got a workshop right here before I missed that. We got the workshop. And we got two houses. And another place to hang out. We got a lot of firewood. We got a lot of hangout spots in this village. We got some baths here and there. This little nook goes to the center of this area. This is probably the most popular tavern. This isn't our first tavern, but I would say it's the most popular one. I mean, there's nobody here right now. But we got a few people here and there. In the back, we have like our own like seating area. We got the dishwasher. We got two tables. And this little nook right here, I really like this nook. We have like a long table where people can eat together with big families and such. The Nameless Tavern. This used to be my wife Blanca's house before we got married. So that's why it's very like hunting survival oriented. We got their own fields. We got our own herb garden, some wood, a big house, some hunting supplies, laundry, in a field. I think this is a poppy field, but it doesn't grow till next season. But yeah, this is Blanca's old house. She kind of took a downgrade for the team. But I didn't want to break down this house, so I figured we should keep it. Outside her house over here, we have a little dock area with some more fishing. A privy in the back. But this is one of the few docks we have in the village. We'll go through this guy's backyard right here. All right, then we go out back. This is the where the tavern was, where we left the tavern. Right out here, we have a little archery range. I really like this archery range. Seems like a lot of people will usually come out and gather around here sometimes. But yeah, you can practice your archery, your crossbow training, whatever you want to do. All in the archery range. Kind of dangerous though if they shoot over it. I didn't think about that. I didn't think that far. And these are some houses like outside of the walls. I believe this is what, the eastmost gate? Yeah, this is the eastmost gate of Goosetovia. It's not walled in or anything. But we got a couple houses over here. They have their own fields. They have their own stuff. They got their own thing going on. This guy's got his own mini orchard out front. Some fertilizer in the cart. A few more houses. Just built around the foliage and the bushes. I wish we could build bushes in game. Or at least plant foliage of our own. Would be really cool. This guy's got his own field in the back. A few more houses in here. One more communal area. This is like the back side of the village, so there's not really much going on here. This is more like just a walkable area. I will go through there, why not? Over here we got some more orchards, some more houses. This is a building hut, another building hut for this side of town. Once again, we got some planks, some stone, some logs laying about. Right here is our second smithy. This smithy gets a lot of work. He has his own place, though it's not very furnished. Could use some more furnishing, to be honest. And then from this bridge, this is where the initial wagon stop was. If you go across this bridge, this takes you into the center of East Goosetovia. We got another bell tower. We got a little nook in the back. I always like these little nooks. It's starting to get dark. We better start finishing this up. I think this is the last communal area. I think there's like 4 or 5 houses here with their own trees, their own places to hang out. They got their own privy. That's the building huts. And if we go across the next bridge, if you've seen the streams, I haven't changed this area too much. But I built this when the autumn update initially came out so I could try out the new decorations. Before we get to this big thing right here, we have another little training area for the children. This is where we train our child soldiers. We got toy swords at the ready. Like I said, we need to be trained just in case more bandits attack us. We got some more training dummies, another builder hut. We got some bathrooms over in this corner. We have a concession stand. Though she's not here right now because nobody's working. It's getting a little late. And this is our arena. This is like the main arena of the village, probably the entire region. Like I said, we need to be trained and ready just in case bandits attack us one more time. So it's a decent area. There's not much going on here. We got a couple benches for people who are on standby. We have some training, some weapon racks. We got these little nooks under the tournament area that you can run through if you just need to go around. Yep, the sun is officially down. This took all day. Crazy. And then lastly, we have not much going on over here, but this is one more fishing area. One more dock. And yeah, that's basically the entirety of Goosetovia. Like I said, this village took 31 years in game to build. Hundreds and hundreds of hours. So if you definitely want to see us build this from the ground up, be sure to check out the streams. Like I said, I'll link the stream, the beginning of the stream, at the end of this video right here. But I hope you've enjoyed our little trip through Goosetovia. Also, just a little thing for the community, by the way. We've been starting to do these community village tours where some streams, like on Saturdays and Sundays, I will have people fill out a Google form, and I will let people give me their village codes so I can show off their villages on stream. So if you're interested, be sure to check out the Discord. That's where I'll usually host our village tours, or at least tell people when the next village tour is. But I hope you enjoyed our little village tour of Goosetovia. If you liked the video, be sure to pay the king's tax of 1 like or 1 sub. Be sure to join the Discord if you're interested in seeing when lives are, if you want to join our next community village tour. And yeah, thanks for watching and take care.